Well, it finally happened. The worst DLC ever made in this game has finally come out today, the Los Santos Drug Wars. And yes, in my opinion, this DLC is way worse than Arena Wars, After Hours, Doomsday, or whatever other DLC people classify as the worst. In my opinion, this is the worst DLC ever made. And before that, it was After Hours, and I could go into a whole rant into why After Hours was the worst DLC, but I'm gonna go into this one first because this one has taken the top spot now. Now this one, what does this one do? It introduces Dax and his crew, which in my opinion are the worst characters ever added in GTA Online. Yes, even more annoying than Horny Man and Sex Santa. It's just the worst thing ever added into this game. I'm pretty sure the writers of the Saints Row 2022 reboot wrote this script for these characters. They wrote all of them and they just got hired by Rockstar last minute and they wrote the story for this DLC. Literally the jokes hit the same. It's like the $300 waffle maker hits the same as badonkadonk and oh let me shove a finger up your butthole, let me just do that, oh let me put a dildo in your mouth, badonkadonk, do you want to badonkadonk with me? Let's badonkadonk together in the bed, come on, let's have some badonkadonking. It's just the worst shit I've ever heard in a video game ever, and I'd rather watch Morbius than play this DLC ever again. And that movie was ass. You guys know. If you guys know, you guys know. But yeah, this badonkadonking is the worst thing ever made. Even more annoying than Santa and Horny Man. Now, that's just the story. If you guys want to see this story, go play it. If you guys want to suffer through it, trust me, you're not missing out much. But if you guys want to suffer, go play it. It is the most boring, uninspired shit ever made with the most annoying, most cringy characters ever. But that's just the story. What about the vehicles? Well, the vehicles are also really meh. It's just cars and I think a truck, if I'm not mistaken, and the journey, and it's just cars basically. Just sports cars and supercars, just the same BS thing. It's just nothing special. Where's the jets? Where's the helicopters? Where's the weaponized vehicles? You tell me that out of every single one of them, the vehicles that you made, you couldn't add one special vehicle for. At least After Hours did it, but fuck, I mean, I still hate After Hours. But at least After Hours had, like, the B11, for example, even though it had nothing to do with it. But at least it was fun, because the drift feed in After Hours was also awful. But still, like, it's just the same thing, just cars. Oh, let's just add more money tag. That's not new, that's from the contract. It's like, yeah, you're adding, basically, more variations of the same thing. It's just, at least add a jet, add, like, mechanics to it. Add a helicopter that has something interesting that's just not spamming missiles. Maybe give it machine guns, give it something. Maybe a stealth mode heli, I don't know, anything in Drift Feed. It doesn't have to be related to the DLC, it could just be something different. But no, it's just more BS of the same cars. It's like, it's gonna be forgotten. Like, for example, the Surfer Custom, just be honest. You're gonna use it for one day at best and forget it even exists in the next week. Like, for example, let's just mention the Bestia GTS. Do you even know what that car is? Do you? Or let's just talk about another car that came out in the DLC, the GT500. Do you even know what that is? Don't look it up. Do you even know what it is? No. See, it's just more cars. They're gonna keep being forgotten. It's useless shit. And you're telling me you couldn't pull those resources from useless shit? Like, for example, the Journey 2, and then the Surfer Custom. Who gives a shit? Today, you're just gonna use it, and then tomorrow you won't give a shit. Do you care? Do you really care? You're telling me they couldn't add a helicopter or a jet or any vehicle that's actually useful? Maybe give it a boost, maybe give it armor. Nothing. You couldn't add nothing? At least buff the old vehicles. You said you're gonna rebalance the old vehicles. What do you rebalance? Nothing. I haven't seen anything yet. You haven't rebalanced anything. What, the Oppressor Mark II? That only took you 5 years, and you only lowered the missile tracking from, like, a little bit, like 1%. It's like, what? But yeah, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, because we all know the biggest issue in this game, and that is that Rockstar doesn't play their own game. If they played their own game, they would know what's missing. Do their community really want more cars, to be honest? Let's think about it. What do people mostly do in GTA Online? Getting weaponized cars or maybe just in a regular car from time to time in passive mode, and just do car shows in the LS car meet, or kill each other. That's what people do. Either grind for money, kill each other, or show some cars. And they don't even show like different cars. No, you always see the same vehicles when people use, car shows in GTA Online. You always see people with Hellfires, Gauntlet Classics, and then New Vigero. It's always the same bullshit. And you see them in the worst kind as well. You see them all chrome with dollar rims and, oh, look at my F1 wheels, look at my car, how beautiful it looks. You tell them that shit looks ugly and they'll kill you on sight. That's just how it is. And it's just, you have all these useless cars. Like, for example, like I said, the Surfer Custom. It's like, who's going to use that? People are not going to use that to a car show. And people, the only way that people are just going to use that is if you're going to do like GTA RP, and nobody does that shit on console. That's just on PC. And it doesn't even matter because the modders can just customize their own Surfer Custom, so it doesn't really matter. It's like, it's worthless. Like, people just kill each other. That's all they do. You know what people just do when they're bored? People kill each other. Just go into a GTA Online lobby. The first thing you'll see is a laser and some dude with explosive rounds and maybe a knife shark killing each other or grinding for money. That's the only thing you'll see. Do they think that people want to play these missions from time to time every once in a while? Hell no. They'll do them once and then never do them again. Even if they're double money. It's like, sure, I'll experience it. Why not? I mean, it's been a year. I haven't touched it. Maybe at that time they'll experience it, but this DLC is just like the characters are so annoying. It's like, I don't want to return. This DLC sucks. It literally came out today, and I'm already tired of it. The characters are annoying. Everything is annoying. The story is annoying. Everything is annoying. And I might even sound annoying just describing this shit just because, well, it's the truth. But yeah, it's just, it just sucks. This DLC is a negative 10 out of negative 10. This is the worst DLC ever made. But what do you guys think? Are you guys enjoying this DLC? Because if you are enjoying this DLC, really, I want to know, what are you taking? And can I have some of that? Just because, I don't know, maybe I need to be on whatever Dax is giving our characters, because I'm not enjoying this DLC at all. Everything is so bad. It could be even worse than the Saints Row 2022 reboot. And if you guys want to see me play for that BS, basically just look a few months back. I think I made a playlist out of it, but if I didn't, just look a few more back, like 3 months ago or 4 months ago. If you guys want to see that BS, go ahead. But it was painful. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying this DLC, please just let me know what you're having, because this is the worst DLC ever made. The story, everything sucks, the vehicle sucks, and we're gonna get like at least like 8 more months of this BS. So yeah, Rockstar, just at this point, if this is what let me just say this, if this is what GTA 6 writing is going to look like, because tuners also sucked when it came to writing. So if whatever this is going to look exactly like this type of dialogue, I'm not even going to pre-order a game. If this is what the next GTA looks like, I want out. So yeah, bye.